This video is about the Bray, formerly known as Archie Bray, which is in Helena, Montana. And the site used to be a brickyard. There's lots of clay. And back in the 60s, there were some pretty incredible potters who Archie Bray permitted to work there. And they flourished. And this facility has been hosting potters ever since. It's a pretty incredible place. The production of bricks ceased in 1961. Bray offers 10 long-term residencies that can last up to 2 years, 10 summer residencies, and 10 to 15 short-term residencies throughout the year. Long-term residents receive a stipend of $7,500 a year and no housing. Short-term residencies are from 60 to 90 days with a stipend of $1,500. Past directors of the Bray include Peter Bokus, David Shaner, Ken Ferguson, Josh DeWeese, Rudy Audio, Stephen Young Lee. Beginning with the Vokus platter, what you see here might be called the permanent collection. It's just a lot of incredible pots that are simply scattered around throughout the office space of the Bray. And they're sitting on people's desks and, on top of file cabinets and pretty much everywhere they can find a place to put a pot. The beginning of this video showed pots that were in the gallery in the administration building, but they also have another building dedicated to exhibiting residence work, and I'm going to show you that, and then I'm going to show you the short-term and then the long-term residence spaces. There are photos and bios of 20 residents on this board. There's a whole building that is dedicated to the display of current residents' work. These are some of the residents' exhibits. Because the Bray has been hosting potters since the 60s, there's just a phenomenal amount of work, and they've left it sitting around all over the campus. Everywhere you look, there are pots. There are pots in the administration building, pots outside, pots in the rafters, you name it, there's pots sitting there. Pots by great artists. And I've got a few minutes of just pots sitting around everywhere. There's a little tea party. Next, we're going to take a look at some of the kilns, and we're going to start with the original kilns that were used to fire the bricks and sewer pipes that were made at this facility. This is a video of one of the beehive kilns. So that's a burner port, and so is this. And the burner's fallen out of the burner block. There are these steel bands that go around the kiln to support it so it doesn't flare. That one is broken, but there's 4 more up there. This one here that's broken was attached to the spring mechanism to to allow for expansion and contraction at this point. I'm going to go inside the kiln. The floor has been covered over, but the exhaust was through the floor, and then it would go horizontally underground to a chimney about 20 feet away. And these are all burner ports. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 burner ports and bag walls. And that is the sun coming in through the hole in the top. So this is sort of like a kiva. And there's another loading door at that end with a few bricks out of the top. And here's this loading door here. I'm going to walk around the outside. This kiln is probably 30 feet in diameter and 30 feet high, and basically in the shape of a hemisphere, and these steel bands went around it and kept it from flaring out, and there were some springs to account for the fact that the whole kiln would expand and contract as it was heated. Now I'm going to show you some of the kilns that are in use, and indoors there are several electric kilns and 2 gas kilns. This is the front loader electric kiln, and then there's 2 gas kilns. One is a front loader and the other is a car kiln. You can see the bag walls and the flue. This is a pizza oven outside the kill shed. There's 6 or 8 kilns in here of various designs. This one has a door that swings open. The next one has a door that you brick up, and you can see all the bricks sitting beside it. And you slide closed. And then there's a soda kill over here, and you can see the stains from the soda. This is a cross draft with a bag wall on the burner side and a door that's on hinges and swings closed. There's this. Catenary, the bag wall inside the catenary. A couple of raku kills on wheels. Wow, you just roll them right out. And that's the counterweight right there. To raise and lower this. And of course, you need to relax when you're not stoking. There's pots up there, and burners and brick and stuff. This is one of the short-term residents, and let's check out where she and the others work. This is the short-term residency building, and going in. Thank you. Which is your nook?
It's right here. I'm working on wall pieces that are kind of fabric inspired, and also making some pots. But I'm utilizing the kilns here because my kiln at home is pretty small, so using the bigger
So how does
space.
firing work? Do you have to pay for your firings?
Yeah, but it's at a discounted rate.
So how do you pay by cubic foot, by the kiln?
By the kiln and the temperature. So like a lower temperature electric firing is going to cost a lot less than like a cone 10.
So what would a cone 6 firing be?
For the largest kiln, I think it's like $25.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for the gas kilns?
I haven't fired any of the gas kilns, so I'm not sure how much.
This is somebody's cubicle. I'm going to walk through this building and fast forward on the video. Next, I'm going to head over to the building where the long-term residents are housed. And it's a newer building.
Over there, but there's private and semi-private studios.
Mm-hmm.
So my studio is pretty big, good size.
So you're Tommy.
Yeah. So I got here about 2 months ago.
Well, you got quite a few things to show.
Yeah.
So,
I do bisque firing soon.
I'm seeing South American influence stuff.
Yeah.
Is your heritage along those lines by any chance?
Yeah, I grew up in California. I'm second generation Mexican American. My parents were from Mexico. So I'm referencing like Aztec and Mayan sculpture. And like basalt stone sculpture and ceramics, and then I use automotive paint on top, like specifically lowrider style painting. Yeah, I just coil build on this spinning wheel. So this is a sculpture. But I used to make pots on a wheel. Mostly.
Well, they're incredibly perfect.
Yeah, I smooth the hell out of them sometimes. I sit here and smooth them. Well, you need a good smooth surface for the paint. So, you know, if you have a bunch of like groggy bits, then the paint won't look very good. So I sit here with all my different style ribs and smooth it.
You haven't tried the long-term resident building, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 studios down there. That makes 7. And then there's cubicles like this one. And this one. And there's a nice arch. Materials. Dry mixing. Kilns. This is somebody's cubicle. The remainder of this video is a walk through the studio spaces of the short-term residents at the Bray. I was fortunate to have a conversation with Brad Robertson, the director of the Bray. I really appreciated that, and the Bray is a great institution, and this is the end of my little video.